Howdy, y'all. This is Lim Bonnie. He was born with a fractured rib, and his mother abandoned him. This couple nurtured and offered him affection, and that is why his reaction every time he sees them makes him as happy as a pig-eating sloth. Y'all, this wild lioness spots the man who saved her many years ago and couldn't help but hug him. Y'all, this 14-year-old circus monkey can only see his good friend Miro once every year. Miro would volunteer at the facility and would bring him treats before every show. Y'all, after being gone for over 6 months overseas, this doggo finally reunites with her owner. He loves him more than cornbread on Sunday. Y'all, this young lady returned home after a year away. Her doggo, Psycho, was still a baby when she left. Psycho doesn't recognize her at first, but after a second of sniffing, they're best friends again. After being stolen from his owner, Fisher has reunited once again with his owner, and you can see that they are happy as a hog in a wallow. A cheeky little hump doesn't hurt too. Y'all, this owner lost her doggo 2 years ago, but this beautiful couple found the doggo on the street, and lucky enough, they managed to track down the owner using the chip. Y'all, the man you see is Aaron. His car was stolen and his doggo Jolene was inside the car at the time. Jolene has been found on the side of the road and was brought to the animal shelter where she and Aaron were reunited. Y'all, for 30 days, this doggo was left alone by its owners as it flew to Australia and then had to quarantine for 10 days. The owners went to go check up on their doggo, but to no surprise, the doggo was terrified. It wasn't until he sniffed them that he recognized them. Mother doggo cries out for help as her baby is badly wounded. The pup has 2 deep wounds and the mother didn't stop trying, desperately crying out for help. Members from the Animal Aid of India gently lifted the pup and placed him into the ambulance. Unfortunately, the mother couldn't go along, as she has 4 other babies to look after. After treating the wounds and days of healing, the pup was reunited with her mother. Y'all, the lioness you see is Kiara, and she loves when Adolfo visits her. Adolfo is her adopted father when she was rescued and rehabilitated in Adolfo's own wildlife facility. Years will pass and she was sent to a larger facility, but Kiara will always remember the gratitude Adolfo showed her as a cub. Watch the moment this herd of elephants realize who is calling out to them. This man's name is Derek, and he has been away for 14 months. He has been staying in Cambodia for an elephant Kavan project and was finally reunited with the elephants again. Y'all, on an episode of Judge Judy, 2 people were in court disputing who this cute doggo will belong to. But in a turn of events, the judge decided to let the doggo choose for itself.
Madam, listen to me carefully. Put the dog down. Put the dog down.
And you can see just how much this doggo loves him. Loves him like biscuits and gravy. After years of not seeing him, this hippo is as happy as a tick on a fat dog to see the man who rescued her when she was just a week old. Y'all, this man has been in the hospital for quite some time, and his doggo missed him terribly. But when he returned home, his pup didn't recognize him. Fortunately, when the dog got a better look at him, it leapt into his arms, licked him sweetly, and was happy as a hound dog with 2 tails. Jupiter the lioness was rescued from the circus as a newborn after its abused mother gave birth. Jupiter was then taken to a Colombian rescue center for abused animals, where he befriended the owner Julia Torres, before being taken away and taken to a zoo, where it quickly stopped eating and became malnourished. Jupiter was able to reunite with his adopted mother, and he is as happy as a dead pig in the sunshine. 2 chimpanzees named Doll and Swing still recognize their old friend Linda Cobner after 25 years. This video depicts the emotional reunion between the 2 former laboratory chimps and the women who helped them escape and transition to a life free of confinement. From a distance, Lex screams out for Jenny. She runs like a child who hasn't seen her mother in a long time. Jenny recalls her adoptive little sister and other nannies and hurried to retrieve them. Everyone rushes to Lek, and they are extremely giving with their love. Every time Lek visits Elephant Nature Park, he is amazed. Here is another video of Limbani reuniting with his foster parents. The 3 still see each other on a regular basis, and when they do, the love they share is like a possum loves a June bug. Y'all, after 15 years since they last saw each other, this elephant trainer once again reunited with his elephant. He took him out and showed the same routine they'd done years ago. Y'all, for 18 months, Amy and her doggo haven't seen each other. Amy hasn't felt well for months, and so they couldn't see each other, but you can see just how much he adores her. Even after a week of not seeing each other, this cute monkey named Theo is super excited to be reunited with his adopted mother. Y'all, this adorable pup hasn't seen its owner for 3 weeks, and you can see just how much he misses her. In heartwarming footage uploaded on social media, the dog leaps towards her male owner, who is overjoyed to have her back. After being rescued from war-torn Bucha by Belarusian forces battling against Russia's invasion, a husky dog was reunited with its owner. A traumatic 3 days have ended for Gary, who believed he'd never see his emotional support companion, Arrow, again. His 4-legged pal, a champion Doberman pinscher worth more than $3,000, went stolen on a Saturday evening. This video is adorable, and you have to see it to believe that a horse can actually pull her owner in for a huge hug. After a hug, she reels her owner in and gives kisses in between. On-duty officer Webb Sistrunk was put on a hospital bed after suffering from a bullet wound on his right shoulder in a fatal shooting. His trusty canine Leon visited him, and you can tell just how much they really love each other, like cornbread on Sunday. After a fatal car accident, Roberto Gonzalez has only one dying wish before he was put to rest, and that was to see his horses, Ringo and Sugar, one last time. So the hospital wheeled his bed outside to meet with his horses for an emotional goodbye. Y'all, during the 2013 Moore tornado that hit, Oklahoma CBS News went around interviewing survivors, and one of them was Barbara Garcia. During her interview, she unknowingly did not recognize her doggo was trapped under the wreckage near her. It wasn't until it was pointed out and miraculously pulled out from all the wreckage. Y'all, the founder of Dogs Matter, Stephen Knight, created an organization for the people in rehabilitation to give their doggos a place to stay during their rehab. After this couple's rehab that went on for 6 months, Stephen returned their doggo back to them, and this is what happened.